Harvesting Life's Lessons, coming to you live from my garden, where we don't talk about the garden per se. We talk about how to harvest. And what we harvest here at Harvesting Life's Lessons is we take the experiences that we have gone through, we collaborate, some say commiserate, and we put them together and we encourage, uplift, hopefully instill hope, and send the message that with every seed that you plant, something will grow, whether it be beautiful or just an ugly invasive weed. As you can see, the season is kind of coming to a close, but that doesn't mean your season has to end. Your season may just be beginning. You see, now that I moved to a part of the country where we actually have 4 seasons instead of 2, hot and hotter, we have summer, spring, winter, and fall. And as Taylor said, all you have to do is call. But we are coming to the end of summer here in Michigan. And as you can see, I'm still in the short sleeves. However, still nice enough to have a fire. Keeps the mosquitoes away and other invasive bugs. That's like the key word for today, invasive. So if you're picking up what I'm laying down, we're going to talk a little bit about invasiveness. When we talk about invasive, it usually means something that has kind of overtaken you, overpowered you, whether it be an addiction, whether it be a habit, or a something not good. When we talk in nursing, when we talk about an invasive procedure, it means it's very complicated, it's complex, it's difficult. Life doesn't have to be so invasive. It doesn't have to be so complex. Like I said, I am just literally sitting here on my lawn chair watching my fire die down at around 8 o'clock in the evening, reflecting, if you will, over some of the things that I've gone through, many of which were invasive. But you know what? With everything that comes, you learn to pull that lesson out. Tonight's lesson is understanding that invasive can also mean elevate. And if you don't know what elevate means, it means to rise above. I once, something dropped in my spirit and it said, you must, in order to elevate, sometimes you need to alleviate. And you need to alleviate some of those weights that weigh you down. So in order to elevate, let's practice getting rid of some of those complex and invasive things that are binding you, that are holding you down, that are keeping you on that level where where you don't want to be. It's called a plateau. I saw Alicia Keys on the Today Show. Shout out to Alicia Keys for keeping it real. Unbelievable. I believe in always keeping it 100, whether it means it's a good thing or a bad thing. Many people today, unfortunately, don't keep it simple. They like to be invasive. They like to be complex. I personally call it high maintenance. What Alicia Keys did on the Today Show was her new message to women, which I adore, is be yourself. If yourself is a face full of makeup and you're comfortable in it, and an emotion hits you, then that's great. That means you are not concerned with all of that fake, false stuff that will run down your face and kind of make you look a little hideous and actually more like a clown. But if that's who you are, then be who you are. But if it's not, try going all natural. That just be who you are, because sometimes when you're not the real you, especially those of us that are single, you're portraying something that is not true. You're portraying an image of what someone wants you to be, or what you want someone to think of you. Again, going back to the word invasive, going in for heart surgery anytime is pretty invasive, because you're dealing with hearts. You only have one heart, and you need that heart to live, right? I mean, could be mistaken. I am a nurse, but I don't believe that we have had a human being live successfully without a physical heart of some kind, whether that be one of those iron lung heart. I don't know. Somebody can chime in and correct me if I'm wrong. But life in general is usually invasive. It's usually complex. There's many facets to life. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be. You can have the most simple life if you just alleviate some of your weights. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm trying to keep my messages under 5 minutes, or at least under 10 minutes, so I can, just not bore you to death. Maybe it is boring you to death, but I'm just, you know what, this is me. And so your word for today is invasive. Let us work on being less invasive, because when you alleviate, you will elevate. In other words, you will grow. Think about an anchor. I'll leave you with this, a metaphor. Think about when you're in a boat and you want to stop for the day and fish or whatever. What do you drop? Drop an anchor that sinks to the bottom so that you don't go too far off. And in order for you to move anywhere else outside of that cove or outside of that area that you're in, you have to do what? You have to elevate and alleviate that anchor. You got to crank it up and bring it up. So let's bring it up. Let's take it up a notch. How far can you grow? That thing behind me, that's just the cucumbers. Most everything I had to kind of cut down and trim down because I had too much. Too much. It's a good way to end this. We, as a people, we have too much. So let's alleviate to elevate. And I want to see you at the next level. I may not be there yet. You may not be there yet, or maybe you're already there. And I need to get to that next level. So what's my mantra? Let's live. Let's do it together. Let's lend individuals a variety of encouragement. And as we're teaching and helping others to live, don't forget to reach back and grab somebody else's hand who needs a little hope. So always help others to persevere and endure, because you too can make it. You can, trust me. Alleviate some of those weights and anchors that are weighing you down. And let's get back to simple life. You don't have to have a Mercedes or a Cadillac, or I don't even know what they drive anymore. I don't really care. I have feet, thank God. And even if I didn't have feet, I would find a way, because I don't want to be so bound to the things of this world that I can't enjoy the most beautiful, simple things. This is Deborah with Harvesting Life's Lessons. Your keyword today is invasive. So let's be less invasive and elevate ourselves to the next level. God bless you, and have a very safe Labor Day. And children, yay, you're going back to school on Tuesday, woohoo! I see what my mom was all excited about before school. Anyway, kids, if you do watch, be smart, be wise, and make the right choices in life, because trust me, what you do now will affect your future. So alleviate to elevate, even as a child. Thanks again for watching. I'm Deborah with Harvesting Life's Lessons. You can find me at www.harvestinglifeslessons.com. Have a great weekend. Remember, get out there and live. Thanks.